Yo, welcome back to another Ghost of Tsushima. We pretty much cleared everything here. And yeah, I said we beat the game. Blah 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 blah. But we've gotta finish some things off real quick. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, well, Outpost. Yeah, we're rocking the red. I normally do red and black, but I like the red. Huh. Damn. Alright. Actually, yeah, it's kind of better. It's kind of what I was going for. What? It's good customization, my opinion. Anyways, that works. That would be annoying if I was followed. I don't like being followed that much. No way that this happened by chance. Always having gaps, don't they? This is why I hate relying on concentration. It takes away pure skill that you built up from it. It ruins your aim more than help it, because you rely on it too much. See? That's how I used to aim without it, but the more you focus on it, the more you use it by habit. And then you start counting on it than your own skill. And that's what I hate about it. If you start doing this a lot, you start wanting to use that in certain situations. So your reaction will just react to slow instead of quick. because you're used to using slow concentration, so you'll start to react slowly, and it just start aiming like this instead of reacting quickly. Kind of ruins the senses. Whoa, a lot of question marks. So yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a year class veteran. I would have a badge, but they don't give out badges. I played any and all different types of video games. The only video games I haven't touched in like the years that I haven't touched is either indie games, either pixelated or newly made or survival, or ones with actually decent good story. I'm starting to like spread out more into those and start caring about them as well, because you know, who knows, maybe a developer gets enough support, he might make a big game out of it. There's a lot of developers that make like a lot of pixelated games, and they expand on like a big AA game, like apart from that. Like you see Final Fantasy, like, you know, we got Final Fantasy Rebirth, Final Fantasy Remake. They used to be like pixelated games. And look where that went. I'm just saying, man, if you give a games enough credit, they'll have a future and be bigger than what it is. It may be pixelated for now, but it's like developers trying their best. But that's the problem. Then they start relying on shareholders and investors, and they start tinkering with the game to fit to their taste, and it just ruins it. It just takes away the passion of the years of that video game that everybody expected it to be, and now it's no longer recognizable. Yeah, it's tough. So there's always like a price for fame. I naturally just do this because I just want my gameplay to be saved. And I wanted to reach out to more people so everybody could just see how basic I play and how basic everything is, to be honest. Like, it's not going to be tough. You can get through it. I know there's like a lot of like gameplay and things out there, but sometimes there's like not videos of certain moments in video games that's just simply edited out or skipped. I want to show that. I don't edit out my deaths. I don't edit out anything. I'm a guy that makes mistakes, and I ain't afraid to show it. Peekaboo! I see you. And it's also awesome too that, you know, you get through the sections and you just say, I didn't edit that out. You just went through the whole section without dying. And that's also a pat in the back, you know? Man, he left his spine wide open. It was so easy to slice into. Alright. I mean, the skills some of these characters have is actually canon, what humans actually are capable of. But, you know. It's also fun to see, like, how long does that go. But sometimes it just stops getting realistic and starts getting more video gamey wise.
Hold still. Your Lord Sakai, slayer of the mighty Khan. My prayers have been answered.
Be careful up there.
Feels like we should be free. But not.
I forgot what I was gonna say. What? This is the type of bugs I mean. Oh, now I know what I was going to talk about. Video games stem from being realistic and non-realistic, and it just sometimes is in between. Sometimes, like there's some realistic moves, and then there's some just to let you know it's a video game.
We need more like you, Lord Sakai.
You're safe now.
If Samurai had like a Pacific squad that like pardons their, disgrace of honor, like Jin, as like a safety precaution, just in case their whole running face first strategy doesn't work, would actually make more sense. It would make the Samurai live on. A special squad is, I would say, the ones that are pardoned from disgracing their honor in order to solve complicated battles. Like, what happens if an enemy was occupying a bridge and they just kept shooting like barrels of explosion with horses on them? Like, you can't get through that bridge unless you have like a ninja type squad to get behind there. Like I said, Jin just did the obvious thing. Just didn't charge headfirst into an explosion. Do I enjoy Ghost of Tsushima? Heck yeah, man. This is like a breath of fresh air of a samurai game. It's got the sucker punch, like infamous type feeling when you jump. And it kind of has like a smooth battle process.
You'll be free soon.
It's over. Thank you.
Go, and stay safe.
I'll find her again one day.
You can tell it's kind of like a new open area of a game they're still getting used to because of the way they, like censor the brutality, and it's like the poor blood use, the clunky dueling system, which is still fun. It's just a little bit clunky. It's not perfected. It's just a new game they're just starting off on. That's just to cover everything I said, so it's not completely ripping into them. Because when developers jump into a new thing they're not familiar with, there's tend to be buggy things that happen sometimes. And the fear system always been in Sucker Punch games. It just was more expanded a little bit, like a little tiny bit in Ghost of Tsushima. Because you see it in Infamous Second Son.
I'd given up hope before you came.
You're safe now.
Everybody's like, wow, when you see the presentation of the Mongols like fearing you. But that was an Infamous Second Son as well. Except you can interact more and, kill them while they're in their fear state. It's more touched on, It always been a mechanic. It just wasn't really talked about, Like the follow the wind mechanic. Follow the wind never necessarily works. And I have to use the map tons of times. It was a habit I used even back then. It's the only thing I remember about the game. Because I got so annoyed because the wind never really showed me where to actually go. And you could barely see it. It's not even thick enough. Should have been more thought out. Or have icons at least. And the only reason video games have icons, even if they are annoying, is sometimes because some players are just used to the fact of not going in blindly, Elden Ring can pull that off because, like, it's a Dark Souls, bro. You're used to being lost. You're used to being in that type of environment. You're used to not knowing where to go. You're used to that. But like games that is open world type, well, it's a brand new concept, especially like when it's a sucker punch type feel. Like when you play a game like from Sucker Punch, you expect a mini map, tell you where to go, and all that other stuff too. You're not familiar with it. Like with no mini map. What enemies? Unless you're talking about the that guy. It's always the addict, huh? Boop. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys my favorite samurai game. Here's a samurai game I love better than Ghost.
Still.
My lord, I think you were destined to come here. This piece of armor was given to us by the man who made it. He was fleeing the Mongols.
This was crafted for Khotun Khan, but I'll be the one to wear it. Thank you for keeping it safe.
Of course, my lord. That's every piece of the Mongol armor. I should return to the apprentice.
Once I play the samurai game, though, you get like it has its own controversy because people are spoiled with the graphics of Ghost, and that's the thing these days too. It's more not the game that influences people anymore, but it's just the gameplay and graphics. And if it doesn't play the same, it just automatically gets criticized. It's not exactly addicting, but it's actually is once you get used to it. It's complicated, but it's like not Ghost right away. Even OG gamers as well gets affected by this. So it's not just like the new gens. I'm like, bro, what do you mean? This game is peak. Like, it has everything what you want. It's actually pretty good. It does not have that much content yet, though, like Ghost does. And that's the only way it beats it, to be honest. I like Ghost for, you know, its positives and its flaws, and I like the other one better, and it has its positives and its flaws. No game is actually perfect. But the sequel should absolutely be perfect. But it's like a weird thing too. It's like every time a game has a sequel, it just never works out well. Then you find out it's like one guy that left, and then it automatically just shifts the whole space-time continuum. Oh, don't get me started on Dying Light. Now that, whew, the E3 presentation was like what made the hype. And then once that one guy got fired, it was all scrapped and remade, and it became a shit show from there. Absolutely disgraceful.
My lord, did you find the armor?
The enemy will never wear your master's work, and the Mongols paid for his death.
It eases my pain to know his killers won't hurt anyone else. I just wish I could learn from him one last time.
You can teach others.
You're right. I'll take an apprentice. Make sure my master's technique lives on. Here, let me adjust the fit.
That's what I'm talking about. Fit for the con, baby. Anyways.
What would my uncle think if he saw me in this?
How is your armor fitting, my lord? I will do my best to make you strong and secure.
Nah. What happened to the con armor? Don't tell me it's fully upgraded.
Goodbye.
It is fully upgraded. Oh, wow. Major increase to health. Reduce all damage by a major amount. Disguises you while out of combat. Massively reducing Mongol detection speed. Oh. Oh, really? I already cleared all the camps though, right? I think I did. Whoops. Anyways, what are you guys doing here? Honestly, we're done. It's kaput. It's over. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's go, Kaze.
I'm gonna stay right here near the Iki Island. Oh yeah. We're gonna start that next time, by the way. That's gonna be a whole new area of the game. And don't worry. It's gonna be a doozy. How do you spot me fast? Yeah, this con armor is not what it cracks up to be. If it was a disguise, you shouldn't get spotted, but you should morally get... I don't know. I guess it would be difficult to implement that, or it'd be too much more work. Yeah. I guess it would increase the detection speed to be longer if we wanted to be lazy here. Alright. Looking good, Jin. Oh, another fox den. Cute. Just want to see what starts the quest, actually. Anyways, I'll see you guys in Legends. Then we'll come back here in Iki Island. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later, and peace out.